Just listen to that crackle. Ooh, Gizmo's listening. He's taking in the wonderful crackle. Dang, that's beautiful. There it is. There's that fire. Ooh, just inspires me, fills me with wonder and warmth. Because the coming of winter kind of brings on some depression, and the fire really lessens that. Gotta get this little boy being so freaking cute. And he matches my very interesting 80s fall sweater made of many kinds of wool and leather. There's like these awesome leather kind of feathers, leather feathers, leather feathers. And I'm just feeling that fallish spirit. I am flanked on either side by fleurs that I received from my boo and my boo's mom collectively. She came all the way out with my boo's sister to see my play, and that means more to me than I can possibly say. But I just like to show off flowers in my videos while they still grow and are alive. So yeah, get hip to that jive. Look at those babies. They smell real good. They look real good. So I just wanted to have those on either side of me to sort of juxtapose, sentiments about the growing cold. And then we've got the fire. So we've got sort of all elements represented. And I'm on a little bit of a Halloween come down. Like my favorite T-Rex secret track. Mo was on a marigold, come down. He was on a marigold, come down. I'm sort of on a Halloween come down, and it's a little brutal. It's one of those holidays that, first of all, gets kind of shuffled into the that's for kids category. And also, we are rid of that before it has even had an impact kind of category, where it's not one of those that really stretches on, for my birthday, for example, I say it's the birth month, and people kind of accept that, oh, okay, you can, still they're a little that's kind of indulgent, but they accept you can have a birthday month and sort of celebrate all month. Or Christmas kind of is every day in December, everyone's kind of playing that music in the malls and buying it all. And I don't know, it's just, Halloween is a holiday that does not get milked very appropriately. It doesn't get to stretch on infinitely like some other holidays. And it should be extended as much as possible. And that's okay. We can't all be that full of the Halloween merriment. But last night, as we had our Wayne and Garth appreciated by one friend who came over, which was plenty because she has the enthusiasm of 1,000 people combined. So it was fine. It was better than fine. It was joyous and just really beautiful. But I was a little sad that I didn't get to show off this costume that I perfected to more people. But as we were rocking on and partying on into the wee hours as Wayne and Garth, this beautiful snow came up, and it was our first snow this year. And, well, besides, you know what I'm saying. First snow of the new season is what I'm trying to say. Since the many warm seasons have passed, this is our first fall, winter, cusp, dust of snow. And the flakes were about yay big, just the fluffiest cotton candy. And it was dandy. And then this morning, it snowed so much that it was kind of starting to pile up on the ground. And I'll go ahead and maybe try and go out there and show you how dense and beautiful the fog is. But the snow did not last. The second that the sun peeked out, it melted. So I was going to use the snow as my backdrop of like, hey, I wrote this poem about the first snow. But it went away just as quickly as it came. But that's kind of how it goes. That's the name of the game. The seasonal trickery. 1 minute it's this, next minute it's that. And Fort Collins in particular, I'm sure a lot of places are like this, but very, very pendulum active weather. It can shift on a dime, and the old adage, if you don't like the weather in Fort Collins, wait 5 minutes, is very true, because it can and will change just that quickly. So, hey, I will give you my poetry for the day, and it is in praise of this beautiful snowstorm I got to experience last night and this morning, and just, I guess, warning to myself to not get so bombarded by my mental health struggles in the pull of the cold, and just to hold space for my joy and try to deploy the joy explosions to defeat the depression that tries to eat me in these wintry times. And just kind of trying to give a shout out to my mind to keep up the lightness and unwind the thick heaviness. So I have to give myself pretty much constant reminders about that. But here we go. Today's poem is called A Light Dusting of Snow, busting through the flowing foothills, touching fog. Grab some logs for the fire. Oh, we did. The season's first snow began to show yestreen, which of course was Halloween. It's already melting, and the fall leaves possess a sheen as though they are dressed to impress in dazzling jewels. It's often somewhat of a cyclical rule that the first impressive piles of snow sprinkles begin to pool into mounds, right in time for the sounds of ghouls and goblins following the costumed mortals as they gallivant and take their chances with the curtains of perception thoroughly drawn, creating haunting deflections up until dawn. We start sawing big branches into logs for the fireplace. We taste those fat, fluffy flakes, and watch the illustrations the precipitation makes with the low-lying fog. Even our sweet dog gets excited to the point of singing out his barking version of an enthused shout to the heavens, sending us a postcard like bluster. We mustered the energy to make some pie from our prize delicieux pommes. We forget our qualms with the cold and hold on to the beauty of staying warm together. The shifting of the weather brings swift changes and rearranges our emotions like a Halloween potion. Our hands need more lotion as the winter kiss dries them papery. We savor these flavors we've cooked up all night. We light a fire to keep our spirits and laughter higher than they would be shivering. Mother Nature is delivering beautiful, holy sermons we better work on deserving more. Fluffy-tailed squirrels store their feasting stashes as these dancing droplets cling to our enchanted eyelashes. A leaf dancer thrashes with all the emotions of the past in her last performance before she blows eastward. Herds of farm animals huddle together to better endure the thermometer dropping. For now, the plants are stopping their growth and conserving their energy to return when the spring brings things up many degrees. The breeze delivers not only shivers, but melodies to absorb deeply into our tired souls, to revitalize and mold our future hearts. A mighty force pushes the start button on the holidays, and heathens, gluttons, impatient shoppers, magic gawkers, pious ones, fun lovers, and warm covers all come out in abundance. The redundance of all the consumerist commercials will not pull away our playful, graceful gratitude for the spirited mood we can bring and the celebratory stories to tell and songs to sing. We don't need any jing-jing or shiny rings or ribbons. We don't need to be given anything but truth and love. As above, so we glow. Let your care show. Dare to bring your giving in tow wherever you may go this season. Grow your reasons to smile and compile a list of gifts that are not material to give and receive. Do not concede to the mercurial swells and tell yourself you can ride them smoothly and pursue the growth within them, not the limits. There are such depths in this composite of asteroid deposits, stray DNA at play, and magical intent. Do not get bent around the hard edges or merely skim it. Life is not here for us to dominate or win it, but rather to begin it anew each day with beaming rays of appreciation and love absorption and distribution. Seek not concrete solutions to problems that benefit those who believe they sit on thrones above us. Make love and generosity a must on your long to-do list. Be strong as you traverse a world with many a fist clenched in most crowds. Allow those who choose to see this as a game you win or lose to battle one another, and use whatever shields you can utilize to cover your vitality from them. And just thrive without setting foot on their jolting, revolting, dizzying ride, or letting them put their brands on you. Don't let the taker put a hand on you. The takers. Don't let the takers put one hand on you. Stand firmly in your heart space and get good at discerning those who cannot face their own. Many painful layers have shown through this global shakeup. Some have already gone back to sleep. Keep waking up more. There's chances in store, of that I have no doubt. But what brings those changes about is a route we are involved in. I know the most vital light has felt dim. I know the most vital light has felt dim even on bright, cloudless days. I know the price paid for paying attention these days. But I'll keep my eyes and heart open anyway. And I hope you do as well. I cannot tell you exactly how to uphold it, but my secret is to fold it into all well-protected crevices and drawers for whenever I'm implored by my instincts to pull the goodness back from the brink of sinking. It seems every time I'm blinking, the intensity of things has deepened, but I swear I'm so determined to get the light to seep in and saturate. If you too possess this determination, you must summon your light magnetizing and start realizing that you mustn't wait. So that's that. And it's great. Taking my slippers off, you know what that means. That means I don't want to get them wet because I'm going to show you what's going on out here. Ooh, you can smell all kinds of fires out here. Ooh, it smells good. You can smell our fire. You can smell neighborhood fires. Good desires. It's nice. Oh, yes. Now comes the time. You know what I mean. When our breath is seen. Not dramatically yet, but it will. Ooh, the moss on our little bench here is so mossy. And all the leaves look glossy with a kiss of snow. But there you go. You can still kind of see the fog kind of like making out with the tips of the foothills out there, just giving them a little kiss as the cold is giving a kiss to my tootsies, my feets, my foots. Yeah, beautiful orange, beautiful colors, beautiful fog. Can't let my happiness receptors get clogged because they do so easily. I will be real with thee. I cried profusely already multiple times today. Birds flying away. Yeah, I cried multiple times today already. And had to be steadied because everything just feels like it's woo! Hey, there's a door there. Everything just feels like it's moving really fast. And I have beautiful moments in my life, so beautiful, but I want to make them last longer and longer and longer and get stronger, not so like bowled over by everything. But sometimes I just do, and maybe you do too, and it's okay. So I'm gonna change back into sweatpants and do the dance called lounging around by the fire all day. Hooray. And I deserve it. I've earned it from opening a very intense play and all kinds of other things that I shan't say. Just keep it simple and celebratory and warm. And enjoy the storm instead of fighting against it. So yeah, it was beautiful. I really enjoyed this first snow. Hey, buddy. This cutie just always wants to explore whatever's happening, whatever kind of weather it is. He wants to be in it. So, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. It's a crown. A fiery crown. It just feels downright lovely. So I'm going to soak it up. And I'm going to be back tomorrow with more poetry. So stay tuned and tune in to the part of you that knows how to heal and deal with the changes, because they will keep coming. That is what I've learned. If I've learned one thing, it's that life just brings changes all the time. So find the parts of your mind that can flow with it. Not saying it's not hard, because I know that it is. I know that it is real hard. But go out in your yard and say thank you, seasons, and find reasons to be grateful. I know it sounds cheesy, but gosh, guys, it's not as easy as it sounds. So keep on letting those good moments get found, and dig your toes in the cold ground for a minute, and then come warm them back up by a fire. Okay, that's all I've got for today, but you better believe life will inspire in me more and more and more.